this is something I kind of want to get into because I think I might be on the other side of it. On Saturday, the Savannah Bananas sold out Clemson's football stadium. They had 81,000 people in attendance. Am I the only one who's just burned out from the Savannah Bananas and just don't get it anymore?
Apparently not. I mean, they're selling out 81,000. Yeah. No one gets it, Billy. No stadiums of sold-out fans.
Yeah.
Will echo the same sentence.
No, I know. I just contradicted myself in like 6 words, but still, like, what the? I don't get it.
I think also too, maybe it's because we are in baseball season, so we already are getting our rocks off, like watching the Reds, and all this just kind of seems like a sideshow, which it is, but it's also generating a lot of interest. But I get it. Like, I look at that, I think it's like silly, fun, but we've been seeing it a lot for years, so maybe it's kind of the Bananas are starting to turn.
Yeah,
we get a little bread.
We cut them up, turn them into banana bread.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yummy. Mm-hmm. Jake,
I don't mind it, but I consider it entertainment and not baseball.
Oh yeah.
It's just so it's such a separate product for me that it's not. I mean, it's just for the families, for the kids. You got the Globetrotters out there. You got the CFL dicking around. Like, there's plenty of room for other leagues.
The UFL.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I just don't consider it baseball to that degree. It's just entertainment.
I'm rooting for him. Everything. I think it's great for the sport.
Yeah.
I think that it's been fun to watch the progression from, playing in their home ballpark. Just the origin story of this, I don't want to call them an organization, but
yeah.
I mean
phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The origin story of it to, touring the minor league circuit, doing that loop. Now, last summer they started filling MLB stadiums. Yeah. And now, it's like watching the progression of Taylor Swift's concert career. Think about it.
I know.
Way more commercial. It's kind of like the Blue Man Group. Yeah. Something now that was once like hip and cool and sound something your parents go see in Vegas.
These guys are going to have a residency in Vegas eventually.
They'll play the Sphere next
Yeah. No, look, I think I agree that this is not baseball. But I think it can be a gateway drug to baseball.
Sure.
And I'm definitely excited to see it here in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like, I want that for the city. And what they do is entertaining. I think it's going to be, like, difficult to maintain that entertainment with what they do over a really long period of time.
Yeah.
But, we've seen entertainment products come and go and flame out. And, they seem to be at their peak right now. I also think it's cool I got a kick out of seeing I love ground rules of baseball parks and the different rules. So I love seeing them wedge a baseball stadium into a college football stadium where the left field porch is 200 feet tops.
Yeah.
And obviously, it takes away from the script if everyone's ripping balls 400 feet to left field.
Yeah.
But that was cool to me.
Yeah.
That was cool. They got Dabo Sweeney involved, and people don't like him.
Yeah, he prayed for the teams. And,
St. Dabo presided over the whole thing, so that was good.
Yeah. And then they just played like it was the Polo Grounds.
I like it, and I'm excited to see, on top of that, I'm excited to see, exactly. I'm excited to see them come to Cincinnati.
Yeah. So what can MLB learn from this? I mean, there's so much that they are selling out stadiums. They're selling out all types of venues now at this point. Well, I mean, I think that they've started to learn with the Speedway series where they're like, we're going to put a game in a racetrack. Is it going to be good for people that are actually there to watch the game? We'll find out. I don't think it's going to be.
Not for everyone, certainly.
It's going to get a ton of eyes on it.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah.
So what else can baseball do to learn and to replicate from the Savannah Bananas to also somehow still keep the diehards and the loyalists, the people who are purists, on the fence, or just still okay, I can see this happening because of the evolution presented by the Savannah Bananas.
Do you guys mind if I butt in?
Go.
I had way before I had any concept of becoming a Reds co-beat writer and covering MLB in a professional capacity, I was still just a baseball fan this time last year.
Yeah.
And about 11 months ago, I went over to London for the Phillies-Mets London series. They played at the kind of aging Olympic Stadium there, the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Stadium. And I think one of the takeaways from the Bananas is that one-off events like the Speedway Classic can be really meaningful. Like, even if it's a pain to set up, as I'm sure the Speedway Classic will be, as I know setting up the baseball field in what has become, what was originally designed as a track and field venue in London. Like, MLB is getting really good at some of these one-off events or like one series events. And I don't think like playing those games in Japan to start the season between the Dodgers and the Cubs are quite the same thing, because that was just baseball in a venue that we know and has hosted MLB teams. You look at what the Bananas are doing, one-off events play.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. And I think that MLB can continue to perfect that product, whether they're doing it in London or Monterey where they've played games before. This can be a great way to get people involved. And if you want to try a NASCAR crossover, again, gateway drug to Major League Baseball, let's go there.
Yeah, it's a huge market. It makes you wonder, too, like, you know, like you want going to London and then the Japan series and all this stuff. It makes you wonder what is next. I mean, the Field of Dreams is one of the coolest events that they've ever done.
Yeah. And also, to hop on what you were saying about just making, like, these kind of, like, one-off events for just, like, a series or a game, whatever, that is such a rare thing in baseball because you're just flush with games. 162. So comparing it to other sports, there's a natural devaluing to the value that you get per game just because it's just how many games there are. But if you make them more unique, that is something, and also taken to a place where they don't have a major league stadium around a lot of people. So you're going to generate a natural interest with these people like, hey, there's a baseball game coming here or a baseball series. That's never going to happen again for who knows how long. So I think that's awesome to expose more fans to it. I think it's exciting probably for the players. And I think, you know, to, again, compare that to the Bananas, they're just adding another level of intrigue to something that people already appreciate as, you know, like the more hard-line baseball players can get interest out of going to see, like, watching them play at old stadiums back in Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anything to expose fans, I'm in on, you know.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry, you set me up there.
I know, we almost got out of it cleanly. But, hey,
Nope.
You know, all I did was carve the hole, you stuck it through.
Oh, I'm glad I went there, pal. Jake, you want to?
I mean, baseball has a long history of exhibition games that have been, I mean, Babe Ruth going over to Japan.
Yeah.
We're still seeing, I mean, that start kicked off the whole Japanese baseball scene.
Yeah.
To jump back to what you were talking about, that just reminded me of that. Like, the reason why we were originally doing is that to expose another culture to our culture, and now Japan is just ran with it. Like, there is no, I don't want to say that we shouldn't, but the need to expose the Japanese culture to American baseball isn't as necessary as, say, exposing some people like out in the West, like or in like the Dakotas or something like that, where they don't see baseball a lot, or going to these these places where it's very few and far between they get an opportunity to watch a professional baseball game.
Like Bristol, Tennessee is the perfect in-between between Nashville and Cincinnati. And you're going to go, well, we're kind of still in Reds country. Let's test and see if Nashville will be a market that can sustain a full MLB team instead of just having the Sounds down there. So this is a great way to test it, but it's just, I mean, I just wonder what they can do next. I don't see them going to football stadiums and doing the Polo Grounds setup. I don't see them doing that, but I don't know. I just don't know where it takes them, and it just depends on what they think can fit. I just don't know where I would even go next.
Historic parks, I like that, to echo Americana things. I wonder, dude, we're going to start setting stuff off at national parks. All right, first off, slip and slide at the Grand Canyon. Let's start off there. No, I think there's ways to even like build temporary fields in certain locations to where
Burning Man.
Yeah, Burning Man.
Now we're talking.
Where's all the ball, dude?
Well, I can see it now. Baseball at Bonnaroo.
Oh, dear Lord.
Doc Ellis will be there.
Oh,
He's throwing out the first pitch.
I love it. it.
You would be there at Burning Man too. So yeah, absolutely. Old spots. Because they did that in Alabama last year. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just sour on the bananas. I don't know. That's just a me thing.
Baseball, we're going to do this. We're going to have them at old Hooters locations, which are now going to be empty parking lots. We can make it happen.
We can make it happen. And John Daly comes out and throws the first pitch at all of them.
Yeah.
He drives it off a tee, actually.
It's a DUI unit. And a golf cart.
I had all these good boys. I didn't drink them. They were just given to me.
Sir, we have 7 empty Long Island iced tea glasses in the back here.
You have Cajun shrimp in your beard.
That's how I do it.
That's how I do it. This is what you signed up for, right?
All baseball talk, baby.
It's too late now.
It's too late.
We're off and running.
We're off and running.